There goes John. He just dropped us off. We gotta get, oh, that's not too much more mud.
No.
Ugh. Yes, good morning from Pennsylvania. Today's the 2nd, and how unusual, things have changed. We were supposed to do a little 10-miler on our zero and go.
So you had to bring that up. Huh?
Had to bring that up. We were gonna go from 501 to 183, but when John came to pick us up, we went over the weather. Oh, there's a little still sign. And he suggested we do the 15 from 183 to Port Clinton today because the weather tomorrow is not going to be great. So that's what we're doing. And yeah, that's all I got. I'm half awake. I only had 1 cup of coffee. How about you?
I'm wide awake, ready to roll.
Okay, let's do it.
I feel like a new human.
New human. The trails up here go from something wonderful like this, which is long and flat and not many rocks, and then suddenly you'll be in a big old boulder field. But we're gonna enjoy this while we can. It's nice and cool. Weather coming up the next 5 or 6 days is a big concern. Rich was just reading me, it's normally like in the 70s, and they're forecasting high 90s. Well, not high 90s, but mid 90s. So we'll have to just see how things develop, but we may need to find a place to hole up for a few days until the weather breaks, or get up at like 4 and hike in the early part of the morning, and then get back up and hike in the afternoons and just avoid the heat of the day. There's a nice campsite at Black Swatara. We have been hiking for 1.25 miles basically.
Campsites are numbered in here.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, it said number 8.
Cool. So there may be a bunch of campsites back there.
Well, there's 7 more.
Apparently.
That's number 8.
Number 8. Yeah, our biggest concern, I mean, the weather's a concern, but our shoes is our biggest concern. We need to touch base with our daughter, and hopefully they can get shipped. That whole UPS debacle, ugh. Like we said, it was bad enough, but happening on a holiday weekend just compounded it. I just finally got myself some Sour Patch Kids after watching Chounce's videos. She's a big fan, as I recall. And they're keepers. Now that it's getting hotter, I had to find something that wouldn't melt. Hopefully they don't melt. And we've been communicating with a wonderful trail angel named Rachel about helping us out in Vermont. So we just got another big incentive to get our butts up the trail and see the beautiful state of Vermont. Thank you, Rachel and Michael. So far, same stuff. It'll be real clear for a while, then it'll be rocky. We just crossed a stream, so it was a little muddy. We talked to some guys who were southbound Delaware Water Gap, and they said the descent down to Port Clinton is 1,000 feet and 0.8 of a mile. So it sounds like the most challenging part of our day might be at the end.
Dun.
Now.
Dun, 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 dun.
Shark rocks. I've been looking forever for a shark rock. A shark rock is a rock, and that one wasn't facing the way I wanted it to, but they're the sharp pointy rocks that look like a dorsal fin, which lets you know they're going to attack you if they get the opportunity.
There will be more.
Yes, well, there's shark rocks, and then there's stealth rocks. They're the ones that hide in the grass or under the leaves, and then they attack you too. So, you know, we're becoming experts on rocks.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Who knew? Hike the Appalachian Trail. You'll become a rock expert. So, there's that. 4:45 on my watch. So we're almost a third of the way. It stayed overcast. It's not hot. A little hot, but not hot. mildly bitter about not taking a 0, but for the most part,
you are
bucking
whatever.
up.
No, you did not just say that.
I did. I totally said it. So I'm gonna turn this off before I trip on a shark rock. We're not sure if you can hear that.
Sounds like a tornado or an air raid siren.
We heard that one other time somewhere on the trail. This one's been going on for a long time. So we'll have to ask Quiet John what that's all about. So yeah, it's still going. Haven't been too many people on the trails today, I don't think. We're running into a lot of spider webs. We just passed the side trail to Eagle's Nest Shelter. It says it's 3/10 off, and we don't need anything there. So we're just gonna keep cruising, but if you're coming through here, it's about 9 miles from there to Port Clinton if you don't want to make it all the way in.
So I've sort of had an epiphany here on trail this morning. You know, you have those cruising along. Pennsylvania's hard. It's pretty, nice woods. Some sections of trail are really nice, like this. So far, then you run up on these. I refer to these kind of rocks as toe smashers and ankle biters. You just sort of have to go through them. You can't really step over them. You just smash your toes and crunch your ankles. It's just part of it. But here's the thing. Here's the epiphany. I figured out why it's worth it. Tasty cakes. Pennsylvania has tasty cakes. Oh my gosh, tasty cakes. Now, I don't know whether that makes the rocks totally worth it, but I think it comes really close because, man, that cherry glazed pie, oh, and the blueberry pies, oh, the crimpets, yeah. Tell me your mouth's not watering. I know mine is. Those of you that haven't had a tasty cake, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just sorry.
We have come a little over 7.5 miles.
Halfway.
Woo! We're on a nice flat stretch. Just got a text from our daughter who valiantly has battled the UPS system, and our shoe should be at Quiet John's tomorrow. Thank you, Sydney. For people who are trying to do that kind of stuff, just overestimate your lead time and send whatever you need like well ahead. I know it's kind of a game because if you send it too far ahead, it can get lost. But yeah, we're learning a valuable lesson on this one for sure. But the good news is we'll have shoes tomorrow that aren't falling apart. So yay for that. Thoughts?
Go Sid, yay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
See, these kind of trails where the weeds or the bushes are right up against you, I don't like them. Drive me crazy, give me creeps. Especially in Tiki World. That's a little better. But yeah, it's, these close-up brushy trails. Ew. I don't like them. Boo box can just come right out of there and grab you as you're going by, you know. One of the things. Gotta watch out for the boo box, yeah, for sure.
Well, that was a big uphill climb. And I just ran straight up. 200 feet straight up, Rich said. We are almost 9 miles in. I'm out of breath. No, I do not see snakes. This is Auburn Lookout. It's a little hazy today.
This is our first view of the day, dear.
It is the only view except until we plummet down into Port Clinton. We really probably should have a parachute. Yeah, surprising. There's rocks.
Yes.
So we have come.
Not tied enough.
Yeah. We have come 12 miles And in the next couple miles, we are literally going to go down 1,000 feet in like no time at all. So we're going to take a little break here.
Down, 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 down.
We're delirious, but it is a good shark. We are about a little over a mile from the railroad station in Port Clinton. Looks like we got to come down 942 feet in that time. Right now the trail is amazing. Right before our delirious shark video number 2, we had gone through so many boulder fields. We were both like getting a little crazy. So this is a welcome relief. We have 10 miles to do tomorrow. It's supposed to rain a lot. If it was just maybe an hour or two earlier, we'd probably be crazy enough to want to go pound them out and have a full 0 tomorrow, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And it probably shouldn't happen. So we just hopefully can get down to Port Clinton without it being too difficult. A lot of people say it's really steep. We have to go down another 249 feet in 1/10 of a mile. This has been a booger.
Okay, this descent coming down into Port Clinton. It might be the steepest thing I've seen without stairs or steps or anything. This is just nice, soft trail, and you gotta go down sideways. This is crazy. It's pretty cool, kind of. She's way up there. And yeah, this is a little nuts. Fun though.
We have survived the descent from the upper atmosphere. We're at the train station.
I want to go play with trains, Mama.
Holy cow.
Can I ride the train?
There was like 400 feet of it in the last, what, 2/10 of a mile?
It was pretty much straight down.
It was craziness. It was insanity. But we survived. Yep. So that is where we came down from. And yeah, that was big fun. I wouldn't want to do it too tired, kids, so don't come in late at night in the dark. And Quiet John picked us up.
Hello.
Thank you so much, John. Yeah, I explained to you that our video with you yesterday had no sound, so, but yeah, you help hikers here in the Port Clinton area.
What do you expect? Quiet John?
Quiet John. Yeah, you were silent, John.
That's awesome.
What do you want? Right?
So you've been helping hikers around here for how long?
I'm going to say 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
We so appreciate your help.
Yeah.
And John changed our schedule around, and it turned out to be a perfect day to do this 15 miles. So we appreciate it.
And you got down off of those rocks. I was so worried about, that.
Well,
I
we
was
did.
watching the weather, and I was saying, oh no, 2 o'clock is going to get more rain. Everything's going to get wet, you know. Oh no.
And we did great. Well,
And
we.
it held off.
It
Yeah.
did. Well, we sure appreciate your help. So I guess it's time for us to go back to the hotel and figure out what's next. Thank you.
Hi, kids.
Good evening.
Wednesday, June 2nd.
Yes, we had a good hike today.
We did.
It was, you know,
We got up this morning about 6. And
grab and go breakfast.
it didn't show up till 6:30. It was supposed to be there at 6.
No, actually, I think it's always 6:30. I don't know.
The coffee was available, so that was good.
Yeah.
Got on trail. John picked us up this morning right at 7, about 10 of.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
And we stopped and grabbed a sandwich because,
Right.
you know, in the parking lot we had the discussion about instead of 10, maybe we should do 15 because tomorrow it's going to rain a lot. And he was worried about us coming down that steep descent in Port Clinton.
Dancing on the rocks, too.
Yeah, which was hard enough.
Yeah.
Dry.
So we elected to go with his plan and a flop. Since we're flip-flopping everything, we might as well flip-flop
Do
that.
too. Yeah.
So we light packed today, 15. It was, you know, the rocks are challenging. You know, there's no question about it. My feet are all beat up.
Hard.
Yeah, but, you know, after the 10 tomorrow, which is not as bad, we'll have our new shoes, so that should help quite a bit. Go Sid, thanks for that.
Yeah, they're supposed to come tomorrow. And so then we came back
Back,
to the hotel.
right, after the wicked descent down into Port Clinton. Which that little train
Excuse
train yard down there after the descent is kind of cool for you guys that like trains. That's it's neat there. It's a
Yeah, that's where we stop, is right there at the bottom. So we'll have to walk through Port Clinton when we leave.
Right.
But so we came back and we were going to go over to the diner.
Our luck with restaurants.
I
is
know,
So bad.
and well, in that there was conflicting information. So the diner is currently closed at 2 p.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday. So we walked over there and then walked back and ordered a pizza, which wasn't bad. But, you know, we wanted to experience the diner because it looked cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And I watched a video of another thru hiker that
Andrew
had just come through here the other day, and he, you know, I got to see it from his videos anyway. I thought it was cool. I was excited about going over there.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to get up, and maybe not quite as early because we only have 10 to
No,
do.
we're going to get on trail around 8.
And then John and his wife are graciously hosting us tomorrow night. And
Yes.
that's just so amazingly kind. And then we're going to get up early Friday and say goodbye to Port Clinton.
Yeah, we're going to head out and see where we end up and how it goes. Weather's supposed to get real hot next few days. We'll see if 97 is real on the forecast. But like Laurel said, you know, the forecast temp typically moderate a little bit, and then we're going to be up, you know, 1,000 feet from where the forecast probably is. It's probably one of the towns,
Right.
so it'll be cooler up there. So it's probably not going to be as bad. It's still going to be stupid hot, but maybe we'll have to get up early and hike shorter miles or
Right.
do something. We'll
Yeah,
see.
because I mean, we talked about maybe getting off trail for a few days, but there's really not a lot of options on where to go. And
Yeah.
we just figured if we just do 10 miles, you know, and just do it in the cool part of the day and take advantages of creeks if there are any, that may be what we end up having to do. But it could all change.
I mean, we've hiked in really hot temperatures down in Tennessee before in Big South Fork, but there were a lot of waterfalls there, and you know, you'd hike through the day, you'd have 2 or 3 opportunities to
Oh, you mean South Cumberland?
South Cumberland, yeah.
Yeah, you were able to get wet anytime
You'd have
you wanted.
2 or
Yeah.
3 opportunities to take a dip in a beautiful waterfall, which is incredible.
Right.
Um,
So we'll just see. I mean, we could be borrowing trouble, and we'll just wait and see what happens.
but you know, you just never know how things are going to go when you're in your mid 60s. You're trying to hike in 90-degree weather.
Try not
But
to-
I mean, we take some electrolyte stuff to put in our water to keep our electrolytes in balance, so we don't get all weird like that. Laurel, you have some Pedialyte sport stuff.
yeah.
And I've got some other stuff that's very similar. The Pedialyte stuff is a little much for me. I could maybe mix it 50-50 and it would do okay. But
Well, it says to use. I use half as much of it as it says to, because it
What?
says to. Yeah, it says to use 2
What?
packets.
Oh
in,
my
In a
gosh.
liter, and I only use 1.
yeah, I don't know.
But-
I couldn't handle 2. I
Yeah.
can barely handle 1.
Yeah.
But, anyway.
But so I am tired. Hiking 15 miles on my 0 day.
You know what? That doesn't even bear a response from
No, it really doesn't.
Because
So say good night.
good night, 0 day.
Good night.